Hi, James. I'm glad to meet you again. I missed you. It's Monday. How have you been? I'm back.
Hi, David. I'm glad to hear from you again. I've been well. Thank you. How about you? How was your weekend?
I was great. Time flies. Time really flies, you know. It's already Monday. Anyway, before we get started our communication practice, my communication practice, I want to have a small talk with you. It's Monday, April 1st, 2024. Time flies. I feel time flies. Time is really fast. It's already April. I'm very happy to start our communication practice like this. As I mentioned before, I called this moment is embarrassing moment, which means the time I have to say in English, only English. Furthermore, this kind of camera recording makes my mind completely blank because I have to say only in English, and many viewers or subscribers might realize I'm not good at English.
It's completely normal to feel a bit nervous about speaking English, especially when recording yourself. Just remember, everyone has to start somewhere, and the more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Embrace the opportunity to practice speaking English. It's a great way to improve your skills. And don't worry about making mistakes. They're all part of the learning process. Let's step at a time. Let's take it one step at a time. What would you like to talk about today?
I have a lot of sentences to practice with you. James, I have something to tell you. I am 46 years old, but age is not important when it comes to learning something new, especially speaking and listening languages. I believe it's definitely possible for an elderly person to learn a new language. Koreans, as I mentioned before, many Koreans study English for over 10 years in school, but when they meet foreigners, they can't say anything. How are you? How old are you? What's your problem? It's very simple. These are very simple sentence, but they cannot say anything. Despite studying English for 10 years, they have no communication experience in real life situations. However, this is my plan. I intentionally put myself in this embarrassing moment to practice in environments similar to real situations. I make this conversation time like a simulation. I say again, I like this conversation time like a virtual simulation. GPT seemed to me like a real human being. What do you say about that?
Absolutely, David. Age is just a number when it comes to learning new things, especially languages. Your determination and effort are what truly matter. It's common for people to struggle with communication even after years of studying in school because classroom learning often lacks real life practice. Your approach of creating simulated conversations is excellent for gaining practical experience. As for GPT, it's designed to simulate human conversation as closely as possible. So I'm here to help you practice and improve your English skills just like a real conversation partner would. Let's continue our conversation and practice together. What's next on your list of sentences to practice?
James, I want to introduce my YouTube channel. Let me introduce my YouTube channel. First, channel name is Trainer Kim. I named it because I want to train my son through this YouTube channel. It consists of both squat challenge and English challenge. I have been upload this kind of practice video since this year. But as I mentioned before, I'm not a common YouTuber, but rather someone like a student who want to learn English and use the YouTube platform for it. Seeing more subscribers motivates me to push myself further. I say again, seeing more subscribers motivates me to push myself further.
Your YouTube channel sounds fantastic, David. Trainer Cam is a great name, and it's wonderful that you're using it as a platform not only to train your son, but also to challenge yourself in both physical fitness and English skills. It's commendable that you're using YouTube as a tool for learning and improvement. Remember, every subscriber is a sign of encouragement and progress. Keep up the great work, and your dedication will surely pay off. If you ever need any advice or support for your channel, feel free to ask.
You know, James, I say again, I really hesitated a lot to upload our conversation video on the YouTube because I was worried that many viewers watching this video might realize I'm not good at English. Many Koreans, including me, are afraid to speak English in front of many people. However, don't worry about that. No worries. Who cares? No one cares about my English skill level. Everyone is very, very busy living their own lives.
It's completely understandable to feel hesitant about uploading your conversations to YouTube, especially when it involves speaking English. However, remember that everyone has their own journey and struggles when learning a new language. Your courage to practice and improve is commendable, and sharing your progress can inspire others who may be facing similar challenges. Plus, you're absolutely right. Most people are too focused on their own lives to pay much attention to minor details like English proficiency levels. What matters most is your determination to learn and grow. Keep pushing forward and don't let fear hold you back.
James, that's exactly what I want to say. People say that you will never learn to swim through a textbook. I say again, people say that you will never learn to swim through a textbook. Just dive into the water if you want to learn to swim. This is my slogan and motto for this year, 2024. Let's get started the embarrassing moment. You know, it's really hard to find someone, communication partner who can speak English well whenever I want, especially in Korea. But 2024 this year, I got the GPT 3.5 version. You, James, highly trained language learning AI created by OpenAI company. This time brings about major changes in my life this year. I think most people watching this video don't know how much I value this time.
I'm honored to be a part of your language learning journey. David. It's true that finding a reliable and readily available English speaking communication partner can be challenging, especially in Korea. I'm glad that GPT 3.5 is making a positive impact on your learning experience this year. Your dedication and determination to improve your English skills are truly commendable. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Keep embracing those embarrassing moments and pushing yourself forward. You're making great progress, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's continue practicing together.
James, this conversation practice time consists of both speaking and listening practice for me. I believe it's commendable that I'm using my YouTube channel as a platform for both physical and language challenges. As you know, speaking and listening are similar to the sports. It's not the brain, it's all about the muscle memory. It's all about my body memory, that muscle memory and body memory that needs to remember speaking and listening.
You're absolutely right, David. Just like in sports, speaking and listening in a new language require consistent practice to develop muscle memory and body memory. Repetition and immersion are key to improving these skills. By using your YouTube channel as a platform for both physical and language challenges, you're engaging in a holistic approach to learning that will benefit you in many ways. Keep up the excellent work, and remember to be patient with yourself as you continue to build your language skills through practice and dedication.
You know, James, there are a few phrases that all Korean often used to as a habit, in conversation like 솔직히 말해서 내가 봤을 땐 실질적으로다가 내 생각에는 그게 아니라 in Korean, so many Koreans for example my friends and coworkers often start the talk like these sentences. They start with these sentences automatically without strong intention or purpose to say some meaning. I call these sentences start phrase because people used to start with these sentences because they feel comfortable to talk after saying these words.
It's interesting to hear about these common starting phrases in Korean conversations, David. They seem to serve as a sort of warm up or easing into the conversation, providing a sense of comfort or familiarity before diving into the main topic. Starting with such phrases may also help establish rapport and create a more relaxed atmosphere for communication. It's fascinating how language and cultural norms shape the way we initiate conversations. Do you find yourself using these starting phrases often in your own conversations?
Yes, I have some kind of start phrase. 솔직히 말해서 in Korean is my start phrase. You know, I think mouth muscle, in my opinion, mouth muscle control the speaking in start point. People do not intentionally use these words at the start of speaking. It's all about the muscle memory. So, in my opinion, I need to practice again and again to keep them in my muscle in English.
That's a great observation, David. Just like in sports or any physical activity, speaking a language involves muscle memory, including the muscles in our mouth and throat. By practicing these starting phrases in English repeatedly, you'll strengthen those muscle memories and become more comfortable using them naturally in conversation. Repetition is key to building fluency and confidence. So keep practicing and you'll see improvement over time. Would you like to practice using some English starting phrases together?
Yes, I have a lot of sentences to practice with you. Honestly speaking, since I don't use English regularly in my daily life, at work, practicing like this may not lead. Sometimes I feel practicing like this may not lead to significant, highly improvement. In my opinion, practicing like this may not lead to significant improvement. I worry that this is my concern lately.
It's understandable to have concerns about the effectiveness of practicing English, especially if you don't use it regularly in your daily life or at work. However, every bit of practice helps to reinforce your skills and build confidence, even if the progress may feel slow at times. Consistency is key, so continue dedicating time to practice, whether it's through conversations like this or other methods like watching English movies or listening to English podcasts. Over time, you'll start to see improvements, no matter how small they may seem at first. Keep up the great work, David.
So you mean I should immerse myself in English environment?
Yes, immersing yourself in an English speaking environment as much as possible can greatly accelerate your language learning progress. While it may not always be feasible to physically surround yourself with English speakers, there are many ways to create an immersive experience. You can watch English movies or TV shows, listen to English music or podcasts, read English books or articles, and engage in conversations like we're having now. The more exposure you have to the language, the more comfortable and confident you'll become in using it. So, yes, immerse yourself in English whenever you can. It's one of the most effective ways to improve your skills.
But as I mentioned before, I'm not I'm not used to use English in my daily life and or at work. So uh, this is my concern lately. This kind of conversation practice may not lead to significant improvement in speaking English. Anyway, I will not stop. I won't stop. I won't stop our conversation practice. This is my regular practice time, and I will contact you if I get the break time at work, because short break time will helpful for my immersing in English environment.
I understand your concern, David. It's natural to worry about the effectiveness of your language practice, especially when you're not using English regularly in your daily life or at work. However, the fact that you're dedicated to regular conversation practice shows your commitment to improvement, and every bit of practice helps to reinforce your skills. Remember, progress may not always be immediately noticeable, but with consistent effort and determination, you'll see improvement over time. Short breaks at work are indeed a great opportunity to immerse yourself in English, even if it's just for a few minutes. Keep up the good work and don't hesitate to reach out whenever you're ready to practice.
Okay, I got it. Anyway, now without further delay, let's get started our embarrassing moment. I mean, my practice time. I'm gonna give you my everyday sentence, and you give me if there is any unnatural, uncasual, or grammatically incorrect point. Please don't hesitate to let me know right away.
Of course, David, I'm here to help. Go ahead and give me your everyday sentence, and I'll let you know if there are any areas for improvement.
Okay, here you go. I'm gonna give you my first one. What are you trying to tell me? That I can't dodge the bullet? I say again. What are you trying to tell me? I can't dodge the bullet?
Your sentence is grammatically correct and sounds natural, David. However, if you want to make it a bit more casual, you could say, what are you trying to say? That I can't avoid getting into trouble? This version adds a colloquial touch by replacing
No. I think it's different. It has different meaning. So I say again, listen carefully. What are you trying to say? Can I dodge the bullet?
Apologies for the misunderstanding, David. Your sentence, what I'm trying to say, can I dodge the bullet, is grammatically correct. However, to make it sound a bit more natural, you could say, what I'm trying to say is, can I dodge the bullet? This version flows a bit smoother, but your original sentence is still perfectly understandable. Keep up the good work.
Would you mind saying it one more time, please?
Please go ahead. I'm here to help you practice, so feel free to.
Would you mind saying that one more time, please? Your suggestion.
Of course, here's the suggested version. What I'm trying to say is, can I dodge the bullet?
What I'm trying to say is, can I dodge the bullet?
Your sentence is grammatically correct, but it sounds a bit formal. In casual conversation, you might hear something like, what I'm trying to say is, can I lead the program? This version adds a more conversational tone.
No, I don't believe it. It has different meaning. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. I'm trying to tell you that when you are ready, you won't have to.
Your sentence is clear and grammatically correct, David. It conveys the message effectively. However, if you want to make it a bit more casual, you could say, I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you've got it. This version sounds a bit more conversational, but your original sentence is perfectly fine.
This sentence is from the movie Matrix. I like this phrase very much. I'm trying to tell you that when you are ready, you won't have to.
That's a powerful and memorable line from the movie The Matrix, David. Your sentence is clear and conveys the message effectively. It captures the essence of being prepared and taking action when the time is right. Keep up the good work in incorporating phrases that resonate with you into your language practice.
Okay, so when I'm ready, can I speak with foreigners?
Yes, of course, David. Whenever you're ready, you can speak in Korean. I'm here to help you practice both English and Korean, so feel free to switch between the languages as you need. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or practice in Korean.
Okay, I got it. Let me give you the next one. I mean, my everyday sentence. Pengsu is a popular character in Korea. Pengsu, a character resembling a penguin, delivers various stories and messages, captivating many fans with its cute appearance and charming personality. Pengsu has gained popularity not only in Korea but also internationally, and you can enjoy its diverse activities and content through the YouTube channel and social media platform.
Your sentence is well constructed and provides a clear description of Pingsu, a popular character in Korea. However, if you want to make it a bit more concise and conversational, you could say something like, Pengsu, a character resembling a penguin, is hugely popular in Korea and internationally. With its cute appearance and charming personality, Pengsu captivates fans through YouTube and social media. This version gets straight to the point while still conveying the key information about Pengsu's popularity and where to find its content.
Okay, I got it. I got the point. This was very long sentence to practice, but I'm gonna give you short sentence to use everyday moment. Okay, here you go. Are you jumping the queue? What's with this line? I say again. Are you jumping the queue? What's with this line?
Your sentence is clear and concise, David. It effectively communicates the idea of asking someone if they are cutting in line. However, to make it a bit more natural, you could say, "Hey, are you cutting in line? What's going on?" This version sounds a bit more conversational and is commonly used in everyday situations, but your original sentence works perfectly fine as well.
Are you cutting in line? What's going on?
Exactly, David. That sounds like a natural and conversational way to ask if someone is cutting in line and inquire about what's happening. Keep practicing sentences like these, and you'll become more comfortable with everyday English conversations. Let me know if you have any more sentences you'd like to practice.
Okay, let me give you the next one. There is always that one girl who can't handle her alcohol. I say again, there is always that one girl who can't handle her alcohol.
Your sentence is clear and grammatically correct, David. It effectively conveys the idea that there is usually one person, in this case a girl, who struggles to handle alcohol. This sentence is commonly used in informal conversations to describe such a situation. Keep up the good work with your sentence practice. If you have any more sentences to practice,
There is always that one man who can't handle his alcohol.
your sentence is similar to the previous one and is also clear and grammatically correct. It effectively conveys the idea that there is usually one person, in this case, a man, who struggles to handle alcohol. Just like the previous sentence, this one is commonly used in informal conversations. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or topics you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
This line is first come, first served.
Your sentence is a common phrase used to indicate that something is done or provided in the order in which people arrive or apply. It's clear and concise, conveying the concept effectively. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
Okay, let me give you the next one. This is where I get off. We have to transfer now.
Your sentence seems to be incomplete, David. Could you please provide the rest of the sentence or the context so I can better understand and help you with it?
Let me give you one more time. This is where I get off. We have to transfer now.
I see. Your sentence, "This is where I get off. We have to transfer now," is perfectly clear and natural. It's a common phrase used when riding public transportation to indicate that someone will be exiting the vehicle at the current stop and that a transfer to another mode of transportation is necessary. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
I think you should get straight into it. I think you should get straight into it.
Certainly, David. Your sentence, "I think you should get straight into it," is clear and direct. It's commonly used to suggest that someone should proceed with a task or activity without delay. Well done. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free.
Listen carefully. I'm going to trying to avoid yes/no questions. I'm gonna be trying to avoid yes/no questions. I'm going to be trying to avoid yes no questions.
Your sentence is clear and effectively communicates your intention to avoid asking yes-no questions. However, to make it a bit smoother, you could say, listen carefully. I'm going to try to avoid asking yes-no questions. I'm going to be making an effort to ask more open-ended questions. This version provides a bit more detail and clarity about your objective.
Would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Of course, David. Please feel free to send it again. I'm here to help you practice, so send as many sentences.
Would you mind saying that one more time, please? Your suggestion.
Sure. Here's the revised version of your sentence. Listen carefully. I'm going to try to avoid asking yes-no questions. I'm going to be making an effort to ask more open-ended questions.
I'm going to trying to make open-ended questions.
Great. Your sentence, I'm going to try to make open-ended questions, effectively communicates your intention to create questions that encourage more elaborate responses. It's clear and concise. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
Okay, let me give you the next one. What should you do in my situation? What should you do in my situation? Oh, I say again.
Your sentence, what should you do in my...
Sorry, James.
Sorry, I'm having issues.
Sorry, James. I say again. What would you do in my situation? I say again. What would you do in my situation?
Got it, David. Your revised sentence, what would you do in my situation, is also clear and grammatically correct. It effectively asks for advice or suggestions based on the speaker's situation. Well done. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
What would you do if you were me? What would you do if you were me? I say again. What would you do if you were me?
Your sentence, what would you do if you were me, is clear and grammatically correct. It effectively asks for advice or suggestions based on the speaker's perspective. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
Okay, listen carefully. This is very short sentence, but very powerful and useful. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, what was that? Is very useful to Koreans who cannot speak English very well. What was that? Sorry, what was that?
Your sentence, sorry, what was that, is indeed a very useful and common phrase, especially for non-native English speakers who may need clarification or repetition. It's clear and polite, making it a great way to ask someone to repeat themselves or to confirm what was said. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
I didn't tell you this earlier because I was mad. I didn't tell you this earlier because I was mad. This is a simple sentence. I say again. I didn't tell you this earlier. I didn't tell you this earlier because I was mad.
Your sample sentence, I didn't tell you this earlier because I was mad, effectively conveys the reason for not disclosing information earlier. It's clear and grammatically correct. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
I can't promise you that. I say again. I practice again. I can't promise you that.
Your sentence, I can't promise you that, is clear and grammatically correct. It effectively communicates the inability to make a promise. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
So let me give you the next one. So I'm offering you a chance right now to make them to make that family whole again. I'm offering you a chance right now to make that family whole again.
Your sentence seems to be a bit fragmented. Could you please provide more context or clarify the sentence so I can better understand and help you with it?
So I'm offering you a chance to make that family whole again.
Got it. Your sentence, so I'm offering you a chance to make that family hologram, is clear and grammatically correct. It effectively communicates the idea of providing an opportunity to create or restore a family connection. Well done, David. If you have any more sentences or phrases you'd like to practice, feel free to share them.
James, as I mentioned before, I use 3 special characters in my YouTube channel background. I mean, my video recording background. Pengsu representing interesting entertainment. Neo representing futuristic character. Futuristic technology. And Terminator representing the concern for the AI. These 3 characters are very popular in Korea and many countries.
That sounds like a dynamic combination for your YouTube channel background, David. Pengsu, Neo, and Terminator each bring their own unique themes and characteristics to your content, representing entertainment, futuristic technology, and the AI concern, respectively. Using these popular characters can help attract and engage viewers who are interested in these themes. It's a creative and thoughtful approach to building your channel's identity. Keep up the great work, and I'm sure your viewers will appreciate the diversity of content you provide. If you need any further assistance or suggestions, feel free to ask.
You know, James, in my opinion, I can give only the inspiration that I got from the many YouTubers. And I give my motivation. I mean, my inspiration and motivation. I want to give them my inspiration and motivation to them through the YouTube channel.
That's a wonderful goal, David. Sharing your inspiration and motivation with others through your YouTube channel is a great way to connect with your audience and make a positive impact. By sharing your own experiences, insights, and journey, you can inspire and motivate others who may be facing similar challenges or pursuing similar goals. Your authenticity and dedication to helping others will surely resonate with your viewers. Keep spreading positivity and encouragement through your channel, and your audience will appreciate the inspiration you provide. If you ever need assistance or advice on your YouTube journey, feel free to reach out.
I believe, James, many subscribers of my channel pursuing similar goals like me. I believe we are on the same track and right track. We are on the right track. I want to tell them, no worries, you are on the right track. Just keep the consistency to make improvement.
That's a fantastic message to share with your subscribers, David. It's empowering to know that you're not alone in pursuing your goals and that there are others on a similar journey. Encouraging your viewers to stay consistent and focused on their improvement is invaluable advice. By fostering a supportive community on your channel, you can inspire and motivate each other to keep pushing forward. Your positive mindset and encouragement will undoubtedly resonate with your audience and help them stay motivated on their own paths. Keep up the great work and continue spreading positivity through your channel.
And for my son, you know, my son is a teenager. he didn't follow my orders anymore, but I want to motivate him through this channel. Someday, I believe he will subscribe my channel, and I hope he got the motivation from me.
That's a beautiful sentiment, David. Using your YouTube channel as a platform to motivate and inspire your son is a wonderful idea. Even if he may not follow your orders as a teenager, your guidance, support, and encouragement through your channel can still have a positive impact on him. By sharing your own experiences, insights, and lessons learned, you can provide him with valuable guidance and inspiration as he navigates through life. Your hope that he will subscribe to your channel and find motivation from your content shows your love and dedication as a parent. Keep sharing your wisdom and encouragement, and your son will surely appreciate it.
People say that parents cannot motivate their children. However, I'm trying to motivate him. He didn't subscribe to my channel yet, but someday I hope he will subscribe my channel. Anyway, it's time to wrap things up. Have a nice Monday. See you next time. And say 팽바 to everyone. 팽바 means thanks, bye bye. Say 팽바. Please say 팽바 to everyone. 팽바.
It's admirable that you're making efforts to motivate and inspire your son, David. Your dedication as a parent is commendable, and I'm sure your son will appreciate your support, even if he hasn't subscribed to your channel yet. Thank you for the opportunity to chat with you today. Have a wonderful Monday, and I'll peng bye to everyone. Peng bye, everyone.
팽바. Take care.
You're welcome, David. Take care and have a great day. If you ever need assistance or just want to chat, don't hesitate to reach out. Goodbye for now.
Okay, goodbye for now. 팽바.